Click. Brace into the bag. Huh? Huh. You know, there's a side of over here where you could stand instead of staying in the road. Hey Andy. Hey Wolfie. Oh, hey there. Hold on, my eyes are adjusting real quick. Just give me a sec. My eyes are adjusting. Oh, hey there, Trash. I can see you now.
Hello.
Look. This.
Nothing is wrong.
Then stop looking at me.
You alright? Seem
Oh,
a
you
little
just pissing me
hurt.
off as usual.
I understand that's probably not the best to be looked after constantly.
Yeah,
Besides that, how have you been?
should be saying it to you. How are
Hi
you?
there.
Same old. Can't really remember too much, but hanging on. As long as I have her with me, I'm...
Okay, I believe my stop's up ahead.
But I'm mainly worried about you. You're not really...
I'd like to heal my Pokemon, please. Okay, putting the Pokeballs in the machine. Healing, healing, healing. All healed up. Thank you.
Oh, give me a hug! Yay!
Oh god. And with
Okay,
that,
pick
I
a
have
character.
lost
Oh,
5
fucking
ounces.
Hey there,
If you were
Vex.
ever in a D&D campaign, I would put your health down every time you laughed.
I know exactly where you're referencing that from.
Yeah, you know
Hey
exactly.
there.
I would do the same
How have you been?
I'm okay.
Oh, neat.
Oh my goodness.
It was good to see you alright.
Would you like it?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm
what card
okay.
is it?
So,
It's called the Cards Up card.
by
I
the
was
way,
hoping
have you heard
it was
the
Blue
news?
Eyes White Dragon.
I can find that for you if you wish
Joke
it.
to something, but yeah, go ahead.
Don't
No, I've
worry
not
about it,
heard
I
the
already
news.
got
You
one.
see,
I was just making a
a
joke, dear.
dwarf who is a psychic broke out of prison
Joke's on
recently.
you.
The word went now
I
to the
got
small
Charizard.
medium at large.
He's dying again.
Uh,
Hi, Nate.
hey, Vex.
I've heard
That's
that
dude, the
so
goggles.
Yes.
Still funny. I know.
You sure they fit? Or just for looks?
Yep. I finally got a pair that fits.
So what are they for?
They have
Going
my
flying?
Ogma on them.
Oh, okay. So things are all right with you?
And I've made a new friend. This is Viola.
Hi there.
She is a pearl.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
His name is Nate.
I'm
Nice to meet you, Nate.
Nate Florin, and I'm human.
Catalog.
Huh?
Her kind is sort of complicated. They are a living species of gems that a set of 3 gems called the, or well, 4 gems called the diamonds created multiple classes of. Her class is a servant class.
Hmm.
Gem like maybe 30 minutes ago at most. She's
Okay.
just awoken, so she's still getting used to the metaverse and learning
Oh,
stuff.
okay. So new here.
Yeah, all of her knowledge is of her world and her people.
Okay.
And whatever my Vex gives me.
Yes. Which honestly hasn't been a whole lot yet. Other than meeting people.
Yeah,
We'll get
Vex,
there.
did your tail get bigger by any chance? Or just me?
Let's see. Doesn't look bigger.
Probably.
Should
It's just
more,
a
I
haircut.
guess, more thinner because you know. Never mind. I'm just speculating about species. I'm sorry.
Don't feel thin at all. Okay, I guess the joke wasn't there for him, but at least he laughed.
I feel very thin. But that's only because you want me that way.
By the way,
That
that
sounded really context, but when she said it like that.
The judging eyes of the DM burn into your fucking soul.
Not fair.
Were you supposed to feed him earlier, by the way?
Not after
Gems
midnight.
don't eat, that's the issue.
I do not need to eat
Uncle.
or consume water.
Vex.
All right, that's never mind. I heard differently.
I
Yep.
have something to report.
Yeah, what is
I
it?
can make any sort of
A few
sustenance
new
for
monsters have
organics,
been
so
appearing recently. They're
Monitors?
like floating No, new monsters.
Monsters. Oh, okay.
They're like floating eyeballs.
Oh, okay.
Pisces inside of my head screams.
Yeah, ever since the blood moon happened, they started to appear more
Oh god,
frequently.
that's a name I haven't heard
The
of.
blow what now?
Oh yeah, it's good.
The blood
It's
moon,
really good
remember?
right now with her.
Last month.
Oh, right. That happened last month. Speaking of which, what kind of moon phase are we having tonight?
Also, fourth dimensionally, DM needs to remember I said thick.
No, you said you wanted a pearl. You didn't say thick, and technically I did make her thicker. Get good.
You did. You did.
Though it's a little hard because I got big ass fucking titties and that tiny ass body I gotta be against. I hate this. Can I be itty bitty, thin, small, fucking pickable?
Well, for now, I think I'm going to take Pearl home real fast so she can get acquainted with my house, and I'll head back
Okay.
here for a while.
Yes, my Vex. I will be coming with you. Oh. Yes, my Vex. Oh.
By the way, you have climbing on? Because if you just grab onto
Wait,
me,
you're so fucking right. You so right, though. Okay.
because then it's less you trying to keep up. Yeah.
I'm gonna come in as Pisces.
Eh, that's That's new. So, how's things been with you lately?
I'm okay. Yeah, right now the little one is with Argent.
That's a good thing
Another
that,
pop.
well, at least
Maybe in the
now
front
you're
bottom.
on the path to, guess. Oh, I think I already see it. Maybe you're starting to regain your powers.
Yeah, I am. The reason why my hair is like this is after the little one, born and stuff like that, I got the knack of, controlling my powers more. Meaning, no static electricity coming from, like, well, when I'm by radios and stuff, or any electronics, they don't buzz anymore.
Alright, at least you're starting to regain a hang of your, powers.
Why do you ask that anyway? I mean, like, is my eye on fire again or something? Oh. Yeah, I don't know why.
You just don't have no control of that
it.
right now.
Yeah, I don't. It's, very annoying. I mean, like, I saw it, I started noticing it, at random times when I look in a mirror.
Okay.
So, I mean, like,
Well, don't know.
stop.
Oh, okay, it's been put out.
Oh. Well. So, the way you could tell that when my hair's this color, brown, this is the time where I'm actually able to. When my hair's brown, it usually means I'm not using my ability.
Right, but now since I probably guess over time as you try to regain your, learn how to use powers again, your hair's gonna turn blonde again.
I mean, like, I can still like I said, I can control my abilities. She starts to have electricity go between her fingers. Then you start to see her hair go blonde.
Oh,
And go
okay.
back to the way it was. She
Huh.
stops it, and all of a sudden, hair just goes back to being brown.
Huh, that's
Yeah, it's
unique.
my abilities tend to change my hair color.
Okay.
I mean, besides strength, I mean, like I'm talking about my elementals.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm enjoying my
Yeah,
goggles
so-
too much.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, but the one odd thing about it is when my eyes goes on fire, my hair doesn't change colors.
It
mean,
might
change
be
to the
something entirely separate.
blonde.
Mm.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go say hi to someone.
Okay. There they go.
So that I has a tendency of starting on fire. Still don't really know how to control it. That
Yeah.
ability, I'm not even sure what it is.
None of my brains could tell what it is.
I mean, like, as in, at the current moment, I can't really control it.
Yeah,
I
just
can't really create any flames or anything like that currently.
yeah. I guess it'll take time for you to just try to get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, and the thing is, the only times that I really know that it's there is when my eye is slightly burning, like it is now. Is it?
It's burning.
On fire right now. Ah,
But you don't feel any pain, right?
no. I mean, like the first time it happened, I felt pain, but right now I don't.
Now it's starting to see more like visual effects.
I have no idea. I mean, like, didn't you say something about? I mean, like, I don't know.
Hmm?
Were you feeling anything when you were by it?
I did feel a little bit lightheaded for a sec.
Interesting. Wonder what that could be.
I don't think Vix had any kind of reaction to it. Maybe it's just me, because, you know, I'm human.
Well, yeah. But then, I have no idea. I mean, like, didn't you say it was like some sort of,
Oh, that's loud. I mean, obviously, because, you
yeah,
know...
that is.
I mean, probably so you know that, hey, there's a train coming, but we're gonna move. Kinda one explanation. Oh, that's a fast one.
Yeah, that's fast. What the heck?
I mean, my Star and Express train could go pretty fast too. I mean, yeah, I do own a train.
Oh, you own a train?
Yeah, it's...
Technically, you could.
I mean, basically...
Technically. I'm sorry.
Well, it's saying basically, I used it, like, basically, me and, like, I guess, a good wizard I know basically abandoned train, and we thought of basically using it basically as a way to get into like the Dark Sorcerer's lair. Basically, with the power of the Guardians, we managed to just bring him back to renewed life, and apparently now that train runs on like magical energy or magical fuel, something like that. And basically, it can create its own tracks and go off rails.
Well, technically, if you want to be specific, I kind of own a train myself. I mean, like, it's a part of my inner world, or no, not inner world. Sorry, the pocket world.
Oh, okay.
Pocket unit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually I can summon. Well, the train has some kind of connection to my bracelet, so I can easily summon it with my bracelet. It was
Well,
pretty
I
useful with
can't
that train during last year's like Halloween curse, when I guess Snowball couldn't use her van, and we had to use my train to help get around to different locations.
Yeah, the only way you could really, I could really do anything with mine is if we actually go to my go to my pocket world. Basically, let's just say it's the world, the pocket world, the area that I am currently in, well, can access basically, is blocked by, it's surrounded by a thing of, fog. I mean, there's a forest in it and stuff like that,
You mentioned
and
that.
also like a
Train kind of makes a full loop.
So, yeah, so basically that train,
Hello, friends across
let's.
the street.
Oh, hi there.
Hello.
I hope you're having an amazing night today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just doing my duties.
Yeah, let's just say, the only, basically, the train goes into the fog.
And then comes
And
out
it
on the
comes
other side.
Out the other fog. Yeah, basically, the only thing is, when when we're going into the fog, I don't know what's happening or anything like that, but when it comes back out, so basically to us, so say if you were there, you would just see normal flow of time, but for some odd reason, it loops, as in, it feels like you're, how should I put this? Basically, you're, looping on a never-ending train. Right.
So if once it goes into the fog, it immediately comes back out on the other side?
Yeah, basically something like that, except for I don't think it's immediate. I think there's like some sort of time dilation. So like you're basically, basically once you enter into it and come out the other side, basically it feels, like you enter into it, I believe what's happening is basically you're frozen in your own time or something like that, or in your own time. Go through the fog, you come out the other one. Basically, there is one thing about it is if you break something, say like a thing of water, not water.
Maybe like a pencil?
Strange.
Very strange occurrence, yeah.
It was kind of, I guess you could say it was kind of
I guess you could say that. Like, if you break something, take it out. Like, let's say it's, it has to be on the, it has to have originally been on said, train. Basically, you drink something, once it goes back around and the out of the
At the other
out of
side of the fog?
yes, basically. So here's what we did. One of them, I think, I mean, the other person had, I forgot her name. My brain's right now. Basically, you drop a thing of, say, wine on the floor. No, it was whiskey. We dropped a thing of whiskey on the floor, or no, I think on the table or something. It shattered.
Mm-hmm.
The mess was still there on the other side of the thing, but it basically duplicated itself.
So we mean there's double the mess?
No, as in the original state. It's in its original state where it was underneath the table, but the one that was shattered is still shattered. In other words, it duplicated itself.
Weird.
Yeah. It is pretty odd.
Oh,
I don't know.
speaking of weird, actually, I kind of want to see you for a bit, because I actually finally got an update on that whole situation.
Really?
Yeah, just today, after I got off school, I got a call from my uncle saying basically, he found out that basically the whole work site thing on the whole ruined science facility, they, I guess somehow, a few days ago, like, covered a lockbox. And he said it was the same lockbox, you know, had all that, you know, backup data and files. And he somehow managed to get his hands on it. And he brought it over to my house. And he just took out the key. And I guess he did want to be able to get some answer on why the interface sent me to this realm. He did ask me, like, oh, like, if I knew some people in the metaverse that are well of technology. I said I guess tried to tell my friend who knows well with technology to at least study it. So in that moment, my uncle put the key in, fits perfectly, unlocks it and opens it, but something unexpected happened. The box was empty.
Box was empty. Wait. So this is the box that you guys were looking for?
I guess,
It
yeah.
had,
All the I guess the interspace like data research backup stuff, it was all gone.
So, in other words, was there actually someone that was trying to go after your your uncle's friend? Was there an inside job or something?
Not sure. Well, my uncle was pretty shocked seeing that the box was empty. He remembered the last time he opened it was on the day before the incident of the time science facility exploded. And he's sure there was some stuff in there. And there were only 2 keys that opened this lockbox. And they were owned by my uncle and Owen Venor.
Your uncle and the doctor dude? The dude
Yeah,
that went
Owen
missing,
Venor.
was that- So, did someone somehow get the key from that doctor dude or something?
It seems like it. Maybe someone might have already got a hold of it.
Meaning, what if they're able to duplicate it, and what if they somehow got the information to come to the multiverse?
Multiverse?
I mean, like, the people that are after your uncle's friend. If there is, it does sound like someone is after him, or at least the.
Yeah, but after that, the thing exploded. Like, Overnor's key went missing,
his key went missing. Meaning, maybe he had, what if he lost his key or something, borrowed your uncle's key to, basically make another key? What if
No,
someone
those
had
keys
stolen-
are the
No?
only of its kind.
Well, all I'm saying is, you can actually duplicate keys, and so I was just wondering if someone duplicated the key or stole the key, and he just duplicated your uncle's key so that he could,
Don't know.
get it. I mean, like, you did say your uncle's key was missing.
No, my uncle's
So-
friend's Ovenora's key went missing. My uncle had his the
Well,
whole
yeah,
time.
Yeah, that's what I meant. What? Wait. So, did he have the key on him when he disappeared, or do you think, someone else had the key?
That's a good question.
Maybe he had the key with him, as he was trying to get away. You said that his lab coat and his name tag fell off or something?
Yeah.
What if they got the key and went into the lockbox, opened the lockbox up, took the stuff out of it, locked it during the fire thing, and disappeared?
In that short amount of time, I mean,
What
someone
time?
would probably seen him like leaving the building.
Or how about this? What if they somehow got the key, say, like, your uncle's friend, had left it on the counter, was being kinda stupid, and
Well, I think my uncle's friend wouldn't be that kind of person to leave things out and open.
I mean, like, what I'm saying is, sometimes I have a tendency of, being kinda foggy-headed or whatever. I mean, like, let's say your uncle's friend was sick or something. Maybe he, forgot. I mean, maybe he, like, lost it or thought it was in his pocket. He left, it got stolen, and then they started a fire. And, I mean, waited for your uncle, to silence your uncle. Your uncle, I mean, not your uncle, sorry, your uncle's friend. My brain's not working right now. Your uncle's friend, they get into a scuffle or something. Somehow it starts a fire. Your uncle's friend is able to escape. But the suspect escapes himself out of the fire the other way. And now they have the information. What's gonna happen? Are they gonna be able to reproduce said technology?
Don't know. So after that whole fun of the block was empty, we had to find information about the whole incident. So me and my uncle went over to basically another section, I guess, location where I guess the whole company at that science facility was at, and my uncle asked for like I guess any data on like Owen Venor and the whole interface project, but apparently the receptionist said that they found nothing on them.
Nothing on what, the camera or something?
Well, the thing is, like, your uncle's surprised. He like checked everything on the computer, like literally though, everything about like Owen Venor, the interface project. There was nothing.
Wait, you mean they erased the data on the person?
Yeah, it's like almost like they wiped it. It was all wiped away.
That is odd.
Yeah, and my uncle managed to get in touch with a friend who gets part of security stuff, and apparently they discovered that that security footage on the day of the incident and the day before was wiped.
Definitely does seem like someone was after him then. Like, unless he did it himself and was going into hiding or something. But then again, it doesn't really explain why his hopes and his name tag were on the floor.
Yeah, this just seems odd. The lockbox being empty. Any kind of, like, literal, any information, like, literal, like, resident thing on, like, Owen Venor, like, even on his work data, even on Project Science Facility, nothing. It was like he never existed.
Huh.
Even at his old residence, the whole place was like empty.
Did you guys, did they try to find info on him online? Like, say, for instance, like go to the police?
I mean,
go to
yeah,
the
we did
hospital
that,
to
and
check his-
they found nothing. They
As
thought we
in
had like a
his
screw loose.
As in his complete identity was erased?
Pretty
like-
much, yeah.
Birthrights, anything like that?
Nothing. Huh?
That is
I apologize
odd.
for interrupting.
Yeah?
Has either of you seen Ida?
Ida. Black hair, wears like a sword.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I have not seen them today.
Like, okay, thank you.
Sure.
They live down this road here.
Yeah, I
so
think I've been to their
that's
house
why-
before
that's why I was
once.
asking. Thank you very much.
But yeah, that seems like really weird. Like everything about him, it was like he was never born to begin with. That was weird, but I'm pretty sure like me and my uncle, we all remember it happened. Like, and Michael pretty sure there was data on him and it resurfaced stuff. We
So
even
maybe
we even looked online about like the Interspace project stuff, like you know how I got in news about me getting like disappearing. All that was like missing.
Really? So maybe what if we're wrong about the whole thing? What if instead of him escaping into this universe, what if the government decide to expunge his identity because let's say there's still on the theory that someone's after him. Let's say he gets put in a what's the word? What if he was working for the government?
I
Or
don't
something
think
like that.
so.
Or like, as in, I'm just saying, like, as in, what if he had some sort of connection to the government, and somehow he had, I mean, like, something was found out or something, maybe some rogue agents or something were after his work or something, and that, whoever was, or say the person that was after him, they found out that someone was after him and decided to fake his death. And erase everything on said subject. I mean, like, why would everything be erased? Unless it was like some sort of government agency that decided to go throughout the entire online stuff and completely erase it themselves. Because what if whatever he did attracted the government, and the government realized someone else was after his work, and they decide to basically take him into protective custody, and at the same time erase his life so that he could go completely underground.
Yeah, but also too, I know I went back on like the news about the science facility exploding. Apparently, apparently now it says something about like the whole building exploded and there were no casualties. But back then it said that that there's only one casualty. It was Owen Venor, but now no longer mentions anything about him.
Unless I'm completely wrong. Wait. What if... Okay. New theory. What if whatever happened to him, he got out of your universe, and some paradox sort of thing happened, and in your universe, everything that was there that it talked about, everyone that, let's say, some people that knew him can still remember him, but everything else, even online, all his information and stuff like that, what if he never existed in that world? As in, what if your world did a complete reset?
That's impossible. Pretty sure.
I mean, like, I'm saying as in his thing, like, as in, what if somehow, him coming into the multiverse led to a paradox sort of thing happening? I mean, that happened, and basically his existence was wiped out in that world, in your world.
But what explains the wiped footage, security footage, on the incident, and the day before?
Good question. I mean, like, I'm not sure. I mean, like, server error?
I'm not sure, but anyways, my uncle's gonna go talk to some people he used to work with and ask anything about Owen Venor.
I mean, like, you could ask, try to go to this person's family members, see if they still remember him.
Well, my uncle said that he never mentioned, Owen never mentioned about having family members.
Okay. Huh. What if in that new... Wait, did they even mention on that news site finding a coat and a badge?
Nope. I mean, they didn't even mention
like
it in the first version.
The first version. I'm saying the second version.
Nope, didn't mention anything about it.
Why did it even you could go to was it the same person that wrote it or put it online?
It was like a news website. But
I mean, like, you could, for starters, you could go there and ask if they remembered doing this version. Why not go to one of the person that wrote the article or did the article or whatever and see what they said? I mean, say, if they say they don't remember this other event, what if it's, I mean, it could mean that either two things. Number one, he never existed there in the first place, as in you're living in a new timeline where that man never existed in there. Or number two, someone erased it and put a new thing in, like the government or something.
Hello again, friends.
Hello. I'm not sure about the first one, but maybe the second theory might be plausible.
I mean, like, all I'm saying is, why would it be different? If the person had changed, I mean, how brain's not working.
Yeah, this is all confusing.
I mean, like, all I'm saying is, ask the ask the editor or the the writer, if they remember writing the first one. If they have no clue, if they say something like, I never wrote the first one, what are you talking about? What if that could be, ask them, no, wait. Instead of asking them if they wrote the second article, ask them what they wrote.
I'll try to look into it. But yeah.
I mean,
It seemed that there is more to the
all
story
I'm-
than meets the eye.
All I'm saying is, why would the lockbox be empty?
Yeah, and security footage, like any information relating on Overnoor and the Interstate Project being wiped.
I mean, like, all I'm saying is, what if it was wiped from existence or something along those lines? I mean, like, what if there were some things that still existed that the world didn't really, well, it didn't really have to wipe it from existence. As in, like, what if it was just, footprints of data that wasn't really necessary to erase?
Not sure about that, but oh, Vex. So question. So what if you were trying to, find information on person, but to your surprise, you find out there's like no any data or information about that person that you once knew?
Are we talking about your uncle?
My uncle's friend, yeah, got an update. It's basically short sum. My uncle gave me an update saying that he found like the lockbox containing all like its backup data and stuff, but when we opened it, it was empty. And then we went to a place where like the Interstate Project, I guess the science facility company is. We tried looking into some data on Overnoor and the Interstate Project, but there was no records on it. And even news reports on the research facility exploding didn't mention about Overnoor.
Wait, I just had a thought. What if the reason why you can still remember is because you and your family, you were
Universal
able to
genetics.
what if your family, even if your step grandmother isn't blood related, what if your family had someone from this universe, as in genetic wise?
I don't
as in
think so.
saying,
But
I
no, is that my mom's adopted, so who knows where her parents are?
For all you know, they could also be from here or from another reality.
She may have been adopted from outside of the world you live in now. That's a possibility. She was adopted in the metaverse and then taken to that area and grew up there.
And what I'm saying is, if this theory is correct, what if that's the thing that's keeping you guys from forgetting?
But hold on, but pretty sure my grandma, grandpa, and my aunt still remember him. My Owen Venor.
Maybe it's people that knew him personally. I remember him. People that didn't in general.
Yeah, but the story of my mom, my grandpa told me that one day he was walking through the forest alone. That's when he heard a baby cry. He rushed over, apparently saw a very ill woman holding a baby, and she was rushed to the hospital. Apparently, she was diagnosed with an unknown illness and didn't have very long to live. And
Wait, was this your mother?
I think it was my mother's biological mother. Well, the woman didn't have long to live, and in her dying moments, her last request, she asked my grandpa to take care of her child.
So, what if that woman, that had, you said, so this would be your ancestor?
I think this would
That
be my
was,
biological grandmother.
what if your biological grandmother, wait, so the biological grandmother had your mother, and gave it to the hospital, or was it your grandmother was the baby?
No, no,
What was it?
no, my
Your mother?
well, my grandpa, well, not blood related grandpa, like, found, I guess my biological grandmother and my mother, who was still a baby.
So, you said your biological grandmother had some sort of disease, unknown disease.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it took
What
her
if
life.
what if that's the clue? Unknown disease. They don't know what the disease is. Meaning, what if your grandmother came from outside your universe, or outside your
You mean his mother? You said grandmother. You mean his mother?
Basically,
I mean his
biological,
grandmother and his mother.
his biological grandmother.
Yeah, so like the baby, meaning his mother, and his grandmother came from outside his current universe. So, meaning your grandmother may have adopted someone that was just like her that came from outside the universe.
You think that's a
I mean, outside
possibility?
your current, home universe. Yeah. I mean, like, you did say that, your biological grandmother had an unknown disease.
That's what my grandpa told me.
So what I'm saying is, what if, what if they came from outside of your universe and they came from the metaverse?
Is that even possible? If that's true, then doesn't that mean I'm part of this world too?
Or you could be, I mean, like, you could be from another one of the, like another part of the metaverse, like another universe. What if you came from another Pokemon universe, or something like that?
You know, I noticed something from all the other kids, in school. My eyes seemed a bit unusually slightly larger than the average. So was my mother.
I had assumed that everyone in your world kind of looks similar to you, but no, that's definitely sounding like you're from another universe when it comes to that. Because the fact you look almost 1-to-1 to people from the Pokemon universe.
But
definitely.
Yeah, my father's eyes is a bit more shorter, like kind of like something like your eye style.
I mean, like, well, all I'm saying is, what if your father is from that universe, but your mother is from another universe?
Your grandmother's from another.
Yeah.
So, does your grandmother have similar facial features to you too?
Well, my grandpa never mentioned her feature. My biological mother's. It's pretty much a blur memory now.
No, I mean the one that's adopted your mother, the grandmother that adopted your mother.
Still kind of like smallish eyes. Maybe kind of like.
So she's not from the same part of the metaverse.
So what I'm saying is, what if you're
But
what if
yeah,
where you're from Pokemon?
Pretty sure.
Where you're from, Pokemon existed?
That would explain your durability.
Durability on what?
Like your head. The fact you could probably take a Pokemon tackling you and be fine. As long as it's something mildly not large. Because a lot of trainers, that's how they train their Pokemon, is just full on taking the brunt.
Yeah, I don't know why my mom has like a thick skull like I do.
I think this settles it. Your mother and your biological grandmother came from a separate universe.
I don't think that's
I
true.
wouldn't say
We
it's
like
fully
more.
settled.
It's just more of a theory. Just
Yeah, like, I mean, like, did you... Oh, wait. I mean, like, did you ever think about trying to see about,
I may not be.
I don't know, never mind. I mean, like, you could see about having your father... What?
We can. You can take some out of my wallet. I think I got
Like,
enough.
when, I mean, like, if you're ever able to get your, what we were talking about before, the dimensional energy, or whatever it is, the energy that, well, your brain's not working, you know. Your signature, dimensional signature, if your signature, let's say your signature is different than your father's. I mean, like, or you could try your signature, your mother's signature, and your father's signature. See what, has your father ever come to this universe? Or
No.
come outside of the...
Nope.
No? So, when you... I mean, like, if we're ever able to get the object to see about your dimensional signature, you could say, I mean, like, oh, sorry.
Don't
You could
overwhelm the
say-
poor kid.
Okay. Alright.
He-
Well,
He understands what you're wanting to do, but there is the fact that if this is true, he does need to
yeah.
go
Sorry.
through it in his head. You're fine. It's just I feel like he might be getting a little overloaded at this rate.
I think
Okay,
I
sorry.
am.
Sorry, bud.
Learning something that never knew happened.
Okay, you're just worried about him because you're his friend. Not a bad thing. It's just you gotta let him process it some.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'm sorry. When I get talking, I just ramble on and on.
Yeah, I just don't want you depressed about it. Because I know he probably appreciates it. It's just going too fast to all the thoughts is not going to help him. It's going to just add for him more to inform the process. Like we said, it is a theory. Once he feels like testing the theory and it's more in his head that he is willing to, then we start discussing that part. But to the uncle part, I will say that there is a likely chance where it's not that, because what you said, your grandpa and such remember him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more likely someone's purposely erasing his existence more than he didn't exist. Like someone's going out and just deleting the information of him. Yes. Because if you find other people, like, say, your teacher knew him or something like that, and you go, you remember this person, and they go, yeah. That's still likely, it's just they don't want the proof he worked for the company he was working for is likely what's being deleted. Not the fact that he existed.
This is just more story to meets the eye, huh? The more we answer,
Yep.
try to find, we just get more questions.
Which tends to be a lot of facts of life. Questions tend to just come up with the answers. Eventually you'll find all the answers to these current questions and just find new ones.
Yeah, but for now, me and uncle are gonna try to, I guess, well, my uncle's gonna go talk to some people, coworkers he used to work with, for their whole incident, incident thing, and try to see if they know anything about Owen Venor. Thanks.
You're welcome. I know how hard it can be to learn things like this because, I mean, I had to learn that my own world was a video game to other people.
I don't think my world is like that, though.
In your situation, I think your world is more like someone's comic book.
I guess you could say that, or like a book. I mean, like
Yeah,
a novel
one or the
or
other.
Something. That'd be
Which is still a
weird.
possibility. The way I explain it to people is the worlds that people come from are only known and thought of because of this thing called the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records is a book that is also a library of
Wait,
everything and anything within
so
anywhere.
So that means my world actually has, well, basically it has, like, the other comic book versions of, comics like DC Comics and Marvel Comics.
Exactly, because people in their imagination or in their sleep can become connected to these things, and then become connected to the Akashic Records, which then shows them those other worlds. My theory as to why Ash was forever 13. Because it was multiple different Ashes, not just one.
Or it could be like that whole situation with Ben 10, where each season was... Well, actually, like each season or each show had a different art style. It just, basically the world would reset itself or whatever, and the art style would change each time a new series came out.
Oh.
That leads me to another thought. Oh my gosh, that doesn't even... So, if, the Ben 10 Go stuff, that could actually be a alternate reality from the other Ben 10 series.
Okay. Enough frying your own brain. I know that you want to talk about it. It's just, once again, I wasn't trying to dive too much into this stuff again.
yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Was mostly just trying to put in the air that even though your world is known by others does not mean it does not exist. I have to explain this so often. Because I've had people go, oh, I'm not real, and I'm like, no, you're real. You were here, we were talking. Anyways. Shall we walk around?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess a bit of a walk.
Yeah, it'll help clear your head some. Hi, dear.
Hi. Oh,
We're
why
walking around for a second.
Why is me dying? Why is the me dying?
So...
Talk about a ghost town.
Finally.
It has been open for a while.
Oh, it's dark. Very dark.
Yeah.
Just keep your guard up, just in case something pops up.
So, yeah, so let's just say I, found something. I mean, like, so, you know how, for some odd reason, the little one is part, out of character. She's gonna, let's just say, out of character, her daughter,
Who's there for
is half, sand.
Did not know that one.
Yeah, so when I got my blood tested, they had error signs and stuff like that. I mean, like, some of the test results would say I'm human, some would say I'm Saiyan, and something else. As in, it would say I'm full human or full Saiyan, and then something else. I have no idea. I mean, like, I have a feeling that other thing might just be, I don't know.
Yeah, don't stress it out too much right now.
What happened to Viola?
Viola, I took her home so she could rest.
That's good.
Yep, she'll probably be back eventually. Currently, there is a mental projection of me taking care of her, so she does not feel the need to come find me. It is very hard to keep my mind in two places, though.
Yeah, I understand how that feels in the beginning. Just split your mind. I don't know how to explain
Doing
that. No, it's it. I don't know how to explain it. I do it for like 4 clones.
Oh, you mean full-on clone? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I have to risk so many things getting out if I do that. I'm not doing that. Also, what the hell is going on over there? Roblox characters are just trying to kill each other now.
Oh, what?
That seems like a lot of not my problem.
Yeah, I'm just curious on what the heck's happening now. Oh. One of them vanished. Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
reappeared over
continue
there.
our walk.
Weird. Yep, we can continue the walk.
That would also explain. I mean, like, didn't I have a weird reaction a few weeks ago to, like, you said something about the red moon or something?
Yeah, you were just staring at it. But right now, it seems to me like a crescent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's. I mean, like, if I have Saiyan in me, that would explain that weird trance that I was in.
Bro. There's Knuckles. Oh. Knuckles fell and then ran over to the right. your guys' right, not mine. Yeah, he went towards town.
No, they'll just fucking bail. I guess everyone's leaving hot.
Yep. That's the life of Mobians that hang out with Sonic. Always on the move.
Yeah.
Why don't I get winter lights? Okay, more bands in general.
Welcome back.
Where did everyone go?
They ran off that way.
Tell you, so give them a second and they'll probably be back. Oh man. Okay. I wonder why that tree's still red.
Probably time to think about it.
Well, the walk can only go so much further before we'd have to turn back. So shall we go the rest of the way?
Should we? It means dark, so someone might pop out. And plus, it's dark.
Well, I'm saying we can only go over to the very edge and then right back.
And let's just head back.
So,
Or we can head back now. Yep. Okay.
Definitely don't want to encounter any shitty puppeteers.
Every time I hear you say shady puppeteers, for some reason my brain just jumps to you're saying shitty puppeteers. Like, that doesn't sound like an 8 thing.
Huh?
My brain jumps to you saying shitty puppeteers instead of shady. Oh, there's Sonic again.
I understand your reason for it being wrong to profit.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
Pretty good.
Howdy.
Just introducing ourselves. Hi, I'm Vex.
Hi, I'm Sunny.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Why is she going to the park? Okay.
I can just leave a letter in his mailbox. That works.
Well, I'm gonna be heading to the forest if you want to come along.
Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
We might head that way again eventually. We're not sure yet.
Actually, I think I want to go home. I'm getting kind of tired.
You want to go home?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry we overwhelmed you, bud.
It's okay.
Have a nice night.
Thank you. I'll update you when we find something. Stops here. Okay, bracelet on. Portal crystal on. Time to get some rest.